digitalization, even if you're going to do something, let the country know that you're going to do something. You just don't do it out of the blues, and then you come here and arrogantly say, because we are going to digitization. Digitalization does not mean that you just wake up one morning and dream, and then you boom. Yeah? Let us sensitize people. Let us move gradually. Nobody is resisting it. We all want to embrace it. But let's find a way of doing it the right way.
Who gave you the instructions to switch off? So that as a committee, we will definitely know who to pursue. Fortunately, from here, Chair, we are meeting police. Is it the army leadership? Is it the police leadership? Is it IGP? Is it CDF? Who actually gave you that order to switch off? This Chair, maybe we could begin from there.
An interagency security committee that looks at matters of national security, and that is the committee that took the decision that it was necessary for us to have the shutdown of the internet and directed the regulator to do so. And in the event, the regulator communicated to the public.
You said it was 15th, 14th? You need to share that. Whoever is in charge of that docket, please provide us that document.
We shall be able to share the notice.
It was 30. Was it 14th PS or 13th? We need you to respond to issues of the internet and mobile money, and with clarity. And when did you inform the country that internet is going to be off? Were we told in times, or it was just an abrupt arrangement? Mobile money goes off without,
Madam Chair, you would have notified the public.
You would have notified the public that, we seem to have an interruption in such services, so prepare yourselves adequately enough. But you wake up one day, internet is off, mobile money is off. And it is only the bloggers who used to inform us, Uganda, please be prepared, they might switch off internet. We are waiting for the Minister of IC to pronounce itself on that. The only defense we are getting is from the minister. No, internet will be on, it will be on. Eventually, it got off. So, do we really have to, do you owe us a service when it comes to informing us in time, in case a service is not offered? So, for us, as representatives of the people, we need answers on those two. Internet, mobile money. As you delegate the response, do you want to inform the committee that as the Ministry of ICT, the PS, you are not aware of whether they will switch off internet or not? You just saw internet off on the day it went off, because you are saying if there are matters of national security, you also just see it come. So could we say that you are also not aware that internet was off?
Chair and members, like I said, when it is issues to do with national security, we are informed maybe just a few minutes before the shutdown, the shutdown is done. You're informed now, you're given the instruction to shut down.
Please shut down.
So in that moment, you definitely know, but it is a few minutes. And that is what takes us to inform the public that, we have now, we are going to have a temporary,
But did you inform us of a temporary switch off of
yes,
internet?
There was a notice from UCC.
When was that? Which date was that?
There was a notice from UCC. I don't recall the date. I can be able to
direct the question to the actor, and they will know the dates. And it's not a crime. It was a directive, and you did your part. For us, we need to know when was the switch off, and we need evidence from you of when you switched off. Because in matters of national security, we've noted that you were directed to switch off. So for us, we want to know when did you switch off, and when did we get internet back? When did you switch off, and when did you switch us on again?
Humble view would have been best directed to the EDUCC. We did discuss this issue of switching off internet at the board level, and we were actually informed that the EDUCC did receive a formal directive from the National Security Council, and we did actually see the letter itself in that respect. But of course, I do not now remember exactly who was the chair and all that kind of thing, but that directive is there, and which actually empowered the ED to subsequently inform the telecom operators in that respect to go ahead and do the switch off. Now, the switch off was, I would say, in a phased manner. The most critical was the social media was supposed to go off immediately. The other services we have mentioned about the mobile money and others were not supposed to be affected, but unfortunately, because of the technicalities and also with the operators themselves, some operators like Airtel, I think, had issues implementing that directive. So there were issues of mobile money in Airtel specifically, but MTN, I think, had no major issues.
Because they came and because our concern was actually we want to appreciate you for providing the security to someone's home who is not there, but to also remind you that you took occupancy when the family was still there. It should be on record. The time we took occupancy of that place in regard to provision of security, the family was there, the first lady was still there. Barbara Chagulanyi was still at home. And the time they vandalized the home, you were in charge of security. So we take note that you did not see the people who came to that place when at the brutality that took place in that home. Police was there, but they never saw the person the people who vandalized the home. It was at night and police did not see. And also we take note that the reason as to why you are still there is because the home was vandalized, so you are still there to maintain the security in the home. That is what we are taking out of you. So we want to know, when do you intend to leave the place?
Can Honorable Nandal advise us?
When they come back.
So when do you intend to leave the place?
I mean, when they come back.
Madam Chair.
Because, yes.
Yes, Honorable
When he comes back, we shall advise him to use private security organization.
Let him first respond. When he comes back, you will?
We advise him to get alternative security.
Chairman.
So, Honorable Man, a moment. When he comes back, you will?
Advise him to get alternative security, like from private security organization. Yes.
By the way, where is he? Could you be knowing where he is?
No, I don't know where he is.
But the chairman.
So, Honorable Man.
Chairman, the IGP to casually respond to a matter of grave human rights concern. Grave human rights concern. And I don't know why IGP, you are taking a casual response to this matter. The courts have said, because when you camped at Dr. Besige's home, we went to court and challenged your deployment and roadblocks. And the courts said police has no right to keep a person incommunicado at their home, because a home is not a detention facility. They even told you that how...
But IGP, we, to some extent, doubt the security that you are providing to that home. Reason, how did they attack Chagulanyi's wife when police was there? Who did the attack? Because, honorable colleagues, you cannot say that, somebody came in the night, police was sleeping. You didn't say police was sleeping, but to me, if people came in the night and brutalized somebody's wife, and police did not know, even you give us a report, who came to Honorable Chagulanyi's home in the night and brutalized the wife, because this was public information. Police was there. Who should we hold accountable for those actions? Because we want to first of all appreciate you for the security that you are providing to that home, but equally you are held responsible for every element that is unlawful that takes place in that home. Who came in the night and brutalized President Chagulanyi's honorable's wife? Who brutalized the wife? Because that happened when you are in charge of security, sir, and we appreciate you. If I was the one giving medals, I would have appreciated you for being there. But now we are asking, how did that happen when the able police of the Republic of Uganda was there? What happened?
Madam Chair, sometimes we prevent crime from happening, but where they happen, we investigate. So the matter is under investigation. And we shall get to the facts of the matter.
Regard to the security that was provided that and still is at Honorable Chagulanyi's home. And sir, we wanted you to update us. You said you are going to leave when he comes back. We asked you where he is. You said you don't know. Assuming he doesn't come back, what is going to happen? What if he doesn't come back? What plans do you have? Because now it is close to 3 months. Is it 3 months now, Honorable Asman? From January, February, this is March, close to 2 months. 2 months. You are not, you don't know where the money is and his family. You are there. I don't know who pays for your electricity bills. Is the electricity still on, the one they left? Who pays for your bills? So when is, I mean, just update the country of what plans you have just in case he doesn't come back.
We know he's coming back, so we don't have any plan.
Are not fully done.
Yes, you know what would have simplified this? Was one, after having had these activities as partially implemented, what was the figure in the plan? The figure in plan, how much was released? Extent of release. Poorly planned. Unfair.
The new technologies of digitization. So in line of, in terms of connectivity, government is currently rolling out a
by what the table has down, partially implemented activities, the affected activities, because the PSD shows you received the money fully, but these were partially completed. That's why we wanted the details of what was under the grants.
I don't see the details of the breakdown. Do I have anybody from research, the research department?
Please have the copy so that we can share. But in future, please, how could you make responses without having those details? In any case, what?
Yeah, I just.
Yes, Honorable Taiwan.
Non-wage recurrent, what was actually spent was 59 billion. But the auditor was able to look at 6 outputs worth 57 and 4 outputs. That makes it 57.8. Can we take it that the difference between 15 implemented, because the audit is only looking at what was implemented and partially implemented, but we still see money spent but is not
being carried forward for implementation in the next financial year. We want to have the details of how much money you did not receive.
All the budgeted activities should also have been what?
Ought to have been done.
Covered.